Imagine creating one of the world's most revolutionary pieces of music and never being able to fully hear it for yourself. This is the incredible story of Ludwig van Beethoven, a musical genius who composed a masterpiece that changed the world of music, all whilst being deaf. In December 1770, a talented musician was born into a musical family. His name was Ludwig van Beethoven. His journey would defy expectations and shape the course of music history. Beethoven's father had dreams of turning him into a child prodigy like Mozart, but life had unexpected challenges in store. Fast forward to 1787, Beethoven at the age of 17 had the chance to meet Mozart for himself. Mozart recognised Beethoven's talent and predicted,
"This young man will make a great name for himself in the world."
But life had other plans for Beethoven. In the year 1800, something unthinkable began to happen. Beethoven slowly started losing his hearing. A composer losing his hearing, imagine the emotional state that he must have been in. In 1802, Beethoven poured his heart out in a letter meant for his brothers. But what humiliation for me when someone standing next to me heard a flute in the distance and I heard nothing. Or someone heard a shepherd singing and again, I heard nothing. Such incidents drove me to almost despair. A little more of that and I would have ended my life. But something extraordinary saved Beethoven from the darkness. It was his purpose, his art. Beethoven found solace and hope in his music, leading him to compose a piece that would change the world of music forever. In the face of adversity, Beethoven's determination to create music burned brighter than ever. Sketches upon sketches filled his notebooks, capturing fragments of his genius. After 15 years, a new symphony began to take shape. The Ninth Symphony, Beethoven's greatest work, emerged from the depths of his imagination. It was a piece that defied expectations and shattered boundaries. As he composed, Beethoven drew inspiration from themes of unity and universal brotherhood. The stage is set, the anticipation high. The day arrived for the grand premiere of the Ninth Symphony. Although Beethoven stood on the stage, it was Michael Umlauf who officially directed the performance, due to the chaos he had seen unfold at one of Beethoven's previous rehearsals. Michael Umlauf directed the orchestra to ignore all of Beethoven's directions and instead follow his. Even this instruction proved challenging. As violinist Joseph Baum recalled, Beethoven conducted from the conductor's stand and threw himself back and forth like a madman. In a memorable display of passion and dedication, Beethoven turned the pages of the score and indicated tempos for an orchestra that he could not hear. The audience were captivated by the audacity and power of Beethoven's vision. They were swept away by the symphony's revolutionary aspects, including the inclusion of a chorus and vocal soloists. As the final notes of the performance faded into the air, Beethoven remained unaware that he had become out of sync with the orchestra by several bars. It was the singer Caroline Unger who turned Beethoven around to face the audience, revealing the thunderous applause that erupted in response. There wasn't just one standing ovation, but 5 separate occasions of resounding acclaim. The impact of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony continues to resonate throughout history, captivating audiences and inspiring generations. Its influence crosses national boundaries, embodying the essence of shared humanity. But how did Beethoven change the world of music? Firstly, he redefined the concept of a symphony. With his groundbreaking Symphony No. 3, Beethoven revolutionized the genre, pushing the boundaries of length, form, harmonies, and emotion. Secondly, Beethoven established a new era of music, Romanticism. He expressed raw emotions and personal narratives, paving the way for artists to communicate their feelings and experiences through sound. Beethoven's legacy is one of breaking rules, composing music that defied expectations, and expressing himself authentically. His pioneering spirit laid the foundation for artists to authentically express themselves through instrumentation and lyrics, shaping the romantic side of music that continues to touch our hearts today. Beethoven's musical movement has endured through generations. Whether you aspire to be the next Beethoven or simply have an interest in playing his music, such as the Ninth Symphony, check out this playlist that I've created. It'll guide you through the simple steps to master the basics of piano.